Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs and it's for Tuesday, the 6th of May, 2025. I hope you're doing well. Bit of a card slippage there, but we've got one out already. And it's acceptance, side-eye acceptance. There is something you don't like. Perhaps you're seeing it out the corner of your eye and you just have to accept it. There's things going on in the world that you don't need to be a part of. Not within your lessons or your life path to be a part of. It exists. You don't agree with it. I'm going to accept that some people need it. We've got a vast array of souls here on this planet. It's a big school for many different kinds of souls. And although you and I don't need probably the lessons of war, some people apparently still do, so we have to accept that, right? Unique. All individuals and unique. We're all one, yeah, but we're all like fragments of a whole, holographic whole. Tell us more. Determination. Don't be afraid of the rising tide. It will soon recede. So be determined and don't be afraid. Okay, Tarot, what have you got for us today? Four of Swords and the King of Wands. These are two opposing energies. The Four of Swords is about rest, rejuvenation. King of Wands is about getting out there and doing something and claiming something to be yours. So this could be somebody asking you to do something and all you want to do is rest, or this could be the opposing forces inside of yourself, which is the same thing really, because there's nothing outside of ourselves, right? If someone's trying to get you to do something, it's because inside of yourself, you're trying to get yourself to do something as well, or not letting it be okay to be in this resting position. Ten of Pentacles, happily ever after. You in a community or family, you might like to call that, around you and feeling like all the boxes are ticked. Like you've got everything that you need around you. Nine of Pentacles and the Devil. Oh, I don't like this energy. This is someone tempting you with one of your wishes or tempting you out of single independent. It could be that. It feels like too good to be true energy with that Devil. It feels like being offered a shortcut to something that you want, but it doesn't feel like in alignment to you. Anyway, let's get deeper into it. King of Wands, Four of Swords. Part of you knows you need to rest up. A part of you is thinking that you need to get out there and do something and claim something for yourself. Six of Materials is reciprocal energy. Like I said, if there's a King of Wands in your life, someone telling you you need to get out there and do it, they are mirroring something inside of you, a judgmental voice inside of you that's saying exactly the same thing. It's not okay. I'm not valuable enough. I'm not worthy enough to rest up. I need to get out there and do something. If you've got that in the back of your mind, somebody outside of yourself reiterating that and saying that. So how do we deal with this situation? Well, it's not by shouting at the King of Wands. It's by giving him the side eye and like, he's showing me something that I've got inside of myself, he or she, showing me something that I've got, self-judgment that I've got inside of myself. How am I not making it okay for me to rest? Now, I'm not saying that everything comes from within us. It does, but it doesn't. I'm not saying that it was instigated within us. We might have absorbed that belief from the whole of society, from our teachers, from our bosses, from our colleagues, from media, from all kinds of places, our parents, family, you know. But still, it doesn't matter where we got the belief from. It's ours once we take it on. It's ours to release if we want to. So this might probably be about acceptance. Stripping illusions, yeah. And the more we dig our heels in and go, no, I don't believe that. They do, though. They're the problem. Them saying that is the problem. Handing your power away when you do that. And we all have a propensity to do that from time to time, to be the victim. To go, this is not within me. And I don't think it instigated within you. I don't think anything instigates within us, really. 10 of Pentacles, but here you are, happy in your community, family, unit, with everything being supplied. Wow, and a music of emotions and someone loving you. Now, you've either got these energies at the moment around you, and so if you check in and go, have I got my needs met at the moment? Oftentimes we do in the moment right now. We could always have more, yes. But that tends to be a future thing, doesn't it? Right now, in this moment now, have you got everything that you need? And the answer is invariably yes. Or always yes. Especially if you've got people that love you, you've got a community around you, your basic needs are being met. And perhaps your not so basic needs are being met as well. What's behind that? Ancient wisdom is behind that. So if you don't have these externals at the moment, do it internally. Tune in, meditate. Am I okay right now? Have I got all my needs met right now? Yes, your subconscious mind is going to come up with all the things that you don't have. But like I said, you can recognize that as a future projection. Unless you right now are really thirsty and you don't have access to water. Or you're really hungry and there is literally no food around you. You should be able to go within and find a place of completion, of like, I am complete. I'm not needing for anything at the moment. Sure, I'd like things, but I'm not needing for that at the moment. And from that place of feeling complete and feeling like we have everything that we want, from that base, we can very cleanly wish for things. From there. And so, you see, it's the difference between a want and a need. We feel like we need these things. We feel like we need what we don't have when we're not going within and finding that completeness as we are. When we go within and we find that completeness of where we are, the feeling of that, the truth of that, it's relaxing. It's relaxing, and I'm good right now. And from that relaxed place we can wish for something. It's no longer a need anymore. It's just oh, it'd be nice to have that too, to add to this feeling of well-being that I've already got, this feeling of completeness that I've already got. So this might be a calling for some of you to get that ancient wisdom within yourself first. If you're struggling with that, join the Adventure Zone on my website, behealing.com. If I'm not in launch at the moment, which I'm not, but it's coming soon, the only thing that you need to do is do my free class on behealing.com. If you sign up for that, you will be invited to join the Adventure Zone at the end of your free course. Because I say that because one of the zones within the Adventure Zone is the Reset Zone. And the Reset Zone is designed for just this. For you to find that place of calm, that place where anything is possible. And so, yeah, join it just for that. But you get all the rest of it too. The Devil and the Nine of Pentacles. I do not like this energy. I'm not always averse to the Devil's energy. But this Devil and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like someone's trying to knock you off path, or something is tempting to be knocked off path. Knight of Voices. The Knight of Voices is asking for swift movement forwards. This could be someone pressuring you to do something right now, like the opportunities are off the table if you don't do it right now. It could be that. But it's like an offer of a shortcut. Shortcuts don't exist. And it might have something to do with the Nine of Pentacles, single independent energy. It could seem like a shortcut to this that I was talking about, the Ten of Pentacles. but there seems to be a time limit on it. So I would be really wary of it, any situations like that today. Death is behind that. Big endings. It might be you saying a big no to something that was tempting to you before. This could be anything. This could be addictions even, with the devil energy there. This could be calling for you to end an addiction that you've had now. Shopping addiction, phone addiction, alcohol, drugs, smoking, food. There's all kinds of addictions, right? It could be that. Just some energy there to be wary of today. Now, what about masculine and feminine energies? The masculine and feminine energies within, and also relationships too. We've got judgment. Being called, pulled towards something, your true path, but there's also a decision there to be made. The Fool is asking us to step into the unknown, and the Queen of Cups is about receiving, being in our feminine energy and receiving. Judgment. To me, feminine energy, it's hard to do with people, I've found, until I've really built up relationships and I know that I can trust someone. And even so, if I can trust someone to receive, that they're not always constant energy there. They might be going through their own stuff and have their own little wobbles and shut down, or suddenly not be safe, or, you know, there might be a week where they're not safe to receive from because they're going through their own stuff. Being open to receive, nature. Consistent. It's consistent. The universe, the guides, they're consistent. They're not human beings. Human beings is really hard to receive from because all of us are fluctuating, right? We all go into these selfish phases. We're all on our own paths, and we've got to recognize that in each other. We can't judge each other for that. I'm not always available to give. Like, I think someone recently has been commenting on these videos saying I should be doing like one a day, and clearly not. I'm clearly recording 7 each time I record them. It's the only way to work. I can't record them every day. I could never have a holiday or be sick or do anything else. No, absolutely not. We have to respect where everyone else is at, right? And not demand them to be as we want them to be or what we think that they should be. This is why it's difficult to deal with human beings, right? Because we all have this idea of what's right, what's good and what's right, and it's not right for someone else, even if you think it might be right for them. It isn't. It isn't. So judgment is our call. So feeling pulled to something that is individually ours and needing to make a decision based on that. The Page of Emotions. Now this could come through dreams, it could come through visions, this pull, this calling. Because the Judgment card, it can be the universe saying, okay, it's time now, everybody, come toward this. This is your part. This is your role within this. There's clearly a decision to be made here in these energies. And yet being helped through by dreams and visions. So your subconscious and your spirit is talking to you through those things. Or through metaphors, I just heard. Or through metaphors. Masculine energy is behind that. There's a choice about the masculine energy then. So you're being called probably to more of the feminine. I think all of us, men and women, are being called to more of the feminine energy now. There's a decision to be made about some of the masculine energy perhaps still in your life. Now, I'm not talking about men or women. I'm not talking about people still being in your life. I'm talking about a certain energy still being in your life. So this could be something that you're expecting of yourself. You know how I said this 4 of Swords, King of Wands energy, that is it. That is I need to relax and rest, but I should be doing something because I'm not valuing myself unless I'm doing something. That might be what you need to release. That might be the masculine energy, is just stop telling myself that I'm only valuable if I'm doing things. You know, that because that's the masculine energy that we just should not have. That is not honoring us as beings. It's not honoring us as feminine beings. It's not honoring us as beings. The Fool, I don't think it sits well with men either. I feel like they feel burdened by it too. I think I've seen signs of that, and I think I've heard some of them admitting to it as well. I don't think it works for anyone. I think balance works for everybody. Balance of masculine and feminine works for everybody, and let's seek that out. So the Fool steps into the unknown. Ace of Materials plants a seed for the long-term prosperity. We don't know how it's going to be, right? What this balance will be. How will society be with this balance? I have no idea. We've not lived it. So, well, we can figure it out. We can figure it out. Isn't that cool? It would be nice to figure it out because it would be a much nicer way of living. New beginnings is behind that. Let's create it together. We don't need to know what it's going to be. Let's just step out into that unknown and create it together. Plant those seeds and just let's walk down that path. Queen of Cups, feminine energy, open to receive. Open to receive the guidance. Show me the way. Show me what my next step is, guides. That's the way that I'm open to receive. And if they don't give me a step forward, I'm like, nice, I can watch Western movies. Oh, we're going to sit by the pool and read a book. That might be the guidance to watch one of those movies. It might very well be in that. The guidance, often the creativity, the ideas comes through that relaxation. For me, for everyone else too. There's the space. The ideas come from the space. The guidance comes from the space. Me doing this is from a meditative state. You don't see me doing it because I just do it so much now that I can get my brain in that state straight away. I'm just so practiced at it. But in my own life, my own guidance for my path, myself, not for the channeling. But that's what I do, is that I rest. And often in that rest, it is the path. I think I'm not doing anything. But that film that I put on, movie that I put on, that book that I'm reading is like, oh, this is it. Or I go for a walk on the beach and I bump into someone and I needed that energy from that person. Queen of Cups, so open to receiving feminine energy. Seven of Inspiration. Seven of Inspiration is about protecting ourselves, but in this deck it's about the reveal. It's in protecting yourself from external energies that just feel jarring to you at the moment. Something is revealed. The true you is revealed. Just like I was saying about relaxation. You're like, I can't because it's invaluable. It's not valuable to relax. I'm not being productive. And then you get that when you do relax, when you allow yourself to do that, you get that guidance. That is the guidance. That is the step forward. And it's like, well, my sign was there. And it could have been there last week, but I wouldn't allow myself to stop and relax. It could be that. Something is revealed when you protect yourself from the energies that just feel not right for you. We've all felt that before, right? Someone tells us to do that, we must do something, and it's like, this is clearly not right for me. Discernment is behind that. So choose well, dear one. Choose well for yourself and trust yourself in those decisions that you make. If something's not right for you, just say no. You don't need to qualify it. You don't need to explain yourself. You just say no. Not even know I'm not feeling it. Not even know the energies don't feel right, because a lot of people won't even understand what the hell you're talking about when you say things like that. Or they'll argue with you about it. Try and tell you that your truth isn't your own truth. So it's best just to say no. Let them make up their own excuses or whatever to justify it. Axe, forces working against you. Could be people. It feels like people. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yay, you will be triumphant. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Just with that, going backwards, Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. I was just feeling a bit more into that energy as I'm reading out the next one. And it's someone withholding information to try and manipulate you. It's this forces working against you. There's people that aren't telling you the full truth. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Say less rather than more. Say no, complete sentence. No, full stop. Period. Don't need to explain yourself. You get in the weeds when you start explaining yourself. It makes it more complicated. As I said, people will make up their own understanding from that. It'll be different than your understanding, but who cares? Who cares what they believe or think? It's not affecting you. Be sure about yourself. Apple, temptation will test you. This devil offering you a shortcut for what it is that you want, but you need to act now. Death. Temptation will test you. It's this row. It's like I said, it could be addiction as well. You might not have been seeing something and it's an addiction, but we can feel when something's an addiction. We've got a compulsion to do it because it makes us feel good in the moment. Things on our phone, it makes us, it fools us into thinking that we're actually doing something in real life, that we've completed something, playing a game on our phone or even scrolling, and we haven't done a thing when we're doing that. It's such a time waste. Could be that. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So that comes out of that space, that relaxation. And a carrot, opportunity or windfall. Nice. How best to deal with these energies today? The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords has boundaries, so that you need to have boundaries today. There's no's that need to be said today, for sure. To energies that are just not sitting well with you, feeling jarring with you. Just say no. No. Period. No, full stop. Complete sentence. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new. Leave me a comment as well. What is this bringing up for you? Are you in these situations at the moment? How's it playing out for you? If you'd like to join my free course, my free class, there's a link to it right there. And do my meditation with me as well every single day along with me. I'll be doing that this week as well. You can find it just there. A new one up every Sunday. Have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow.